Yes. Well, some people say you have to, some people say don't do it at all. Whatever. But, I've been not hopping right out of bed and start trying to lift with totally cold muscles to try to warm up with some little actions or something. Then the next thing, again, starting to build kind of in here. Then the next thing is with the total body warm up. I don't know if they have kettlebells over here. Everybody know what a kettlebell is? It's a little smaller than this, but it has a handle on it. So you've seen people do it or whatever. Imagine I'm holding the handle, then it just swing. It kind of uses momentum. But the reason this kind of total body we use as a warm-up is like this. Okay? The big thing is using everything. It's using my legs, core, and upper body. But it's really working on that hip extension that's involved so much in what we do. Okay? Most days, as you can see here, I kind of wrote down what numbers that I did when I did it this time. But usually I try to do about 25 of those. Again, for our type of sport, we're thinking more endurance. So you don't go grab the heaviest one. And it could be as simple as no weight at all, or it could be you could use one of those sticks, or you can use a light ball or something. Okay, think more reps and less weight. And as you build into, you can increase your weight a little bit, but again, it's more about being healthy and building our endurance. Okay, all right. Next one's kind of the awkward one. Jump over here. Running efficiency and thus making you faster. Actually, if you want to have faster turnover and become a faster runner, it's actually your arms. If you watch the real fast runners, they keep their arms high and tight. Okay? Just the robot arms is usually just kind of bend down, but keeping them tight, okay, and keeping that 90-degree angle. If you've ever done P90X, that's one of the things they do with going as fast as they can, okay? But whether you actually go as fast as you can or just work on keeping that good tight elbow, you don't want, again, what we're doing is straight ahead. Don't swing your arm, okay? Keep it tight, locked in place. Anybody not know what a squat is? These things are coming back. You're watching the fitness, they're coming back. Okay. There's a squat rack. Okay. You see all the guys loading it up and things like that. Whether you actually use one of those, if you are a total beginner, you've never done squat, again, I would suggest the dumbbells. Okay. Whether you're actually using these, or even, especially like for this one, using a squat machine or a leg press, okay, go for it. Especially if you get, the big thing about doing squat is just having a good base, okay, and then this is a big pet peeve of working in gyms. Don't grab the heaviest weight you have. Think that's a squat. You see those guys get 6 plates on them. Oh, yeah. Okay. Again, we're endurance. So just, whether it's dumbbells, you keep your chest up, just get some good range of motion. Again, for all these, good thing, whether you want to start out with 2 sets of 10, or you want to go really lightweight and just go through one time, do 20 of each, or however you want to kind of do it. But, don't go to fatigue, but you want to feel like you get you're working your muscles and good resistance. Okay? So squats, you could be a lot of different things. You could the dumbbells, you want to use them. The only thing, if you've never done a squat with the bar, then I wouldn't start out. Because even teaching between 5 dumbbells, machines are good safety-wise too. Lat pull down. Okay? This is your lats are. You see those bodybuilders are your wings. Okay? Back there. A lot of different ways you can do it. You can use pull it down that way. There's a machine. I'm sure they have one over there. It'll be that motion. Okay. Again, pull up. Right. Exactly. The opposite of a shoulder press. You're pushing it up, you're pulling it down. Okay? Or you could use a resistance band. You know, I throw a resistance band over a squat rack. You know, just spin down, pull down. That's what I would have my kids do, the 50 pull-ups. We were doing pull-ups. So that's that same motion. Another way to do it. Yeah, it's the resistance coming down. Alright, leg extension. Leg extension. That is that. Kind of crowded in there. That is the machine right there. Where you're sitting. The bar's in front of your lower leg. This is an extension. Okay? You can do other things, but really that machine is the best. Just because you can isolate to work on your quad. If you've ever had you have knee issues, then this may be something that if it bothers you, then you may want to take this one out. Okay? The squat will work all of your leg muscles, but you can isolate the quad. And again, just like with the dumbbells, use that machine, lighten the weight, and just do one leg at a time. So 10 with your right leg, do 10 with your left leg. Work on that. Balance, keeping them balanced. Okay? Again, if you have any pain on the front of your knee, I had ACL surgery in high school. Sometimes I kind of quit doing that. Working on my quads other ways. Because they can cause me strain. Alright, this bench. Anybody not know what bench is? Like I said, I highly recommend using dumbbells. Over in that area, you find a pair. You have a workout partner. This is a good one to kind of spot each other. As a weightlifting person that works for the rec department, don't throw your weights, but that's another thing too with that. With dumbbells, if you did have to get tired, grab the weight that was too heavy. It is okay to drop it. Versus a bar, it's a lot harder to get rid of. You have to grab too much weight. Yeah, that just works on your chest. Muscle, again, you go through this, you can see it's upper body, lower body, and it's also working the front and the back. And there are, if you are a machine person, there is chest press machine. You can see that on the label. Okay. Leg curl is opposite of the leg extension. So I think it's probably right next to it, where when you get in the machine, you put your leg on top of the pad and you pull it down towards your butt. That's to work on your hamstrings. Okay? That one. Again, I suggest doing one leg at a time. Sometimes they're sitting like that. The one we had in my school, you laid on your belly, you pulled it up towards your butt. They have standing ones. I mean, you can do it with resistance band. Hook the resistance band around something, and some of them you can hook around your ankle, pull it up. There's some of dumbbells. There's probably not a way. I would try to balance the dumbbell under. Dumbbell pull-up. This is a great one to help with take care of your shoulders. Start to spend more time in the pool, hopefully. Okay. A lot of times, especially more time we spend in the pool, repetitive motion of this, and especially if our form gets bad, we're crossing over and things, we get impingement, we're going to get a lot of up the opposite from your shoulder. Okay? It also works on your tricep, whether it's actually a true tricep extension or you want to add a set. True pullover that you can lay down, really pull it over. Then that's with a dumbbell. You can do it with a cable. Okay? I'm not sure. There may be some out there. Lunges. Anybody not know what a lunge is? Everybody's favorite. Okay. And then again, so many of them are straight ahead. So much of what we do is straight ahead. So adding in some angle lunges, going at 45 just help kind of work on some of those different muscles that we don't use as much. One thing to kind of watch out for, okay, is as I go down, whether it's a squat, a lunge, or anything, we don't want our knee to go past our toes. Okay? So as you go to take a lunge, just kind of look out for that, because that's just added stress. Like I talked about that knee extension, that puts a lot of stress on your knee. If you've never done lunges before, do a set of that. Tell me how your backside feels in the morning. They tear up your glutes. In a good way. Alright, upright rows. This is where you work your upper back to your traps. Okay, so you just use dumbbells. Okay, keeping your elbows high and holding up to your chin. Okay, so you can use dumbbells or the bar. So hands close together and elbows high. Okay. Some people use the bar or the cable. Put the cable all the way down the bottom. A lot of people use that rope one hanging there. Kind of pull them. Alright. Bicep curls. If you were to take out anything, bicep curls would be the one to take out. Bicep curls are what I call beach muscles. They don't, athletically, they don't have a whole lot of function. There's not a whole lot of times you're doing this motion to make us look good for the beach. So. But it is, we want to work both sides of it. So triceps are very important. We want to balance it out by taking care of our triceps. You know, the bicep curls, this straight one is just where your hands are open. You know, there's hammer curl. There's millions of different kinds. Curl is that bicep curl. That motion. Turn your arms so you're ready for a spring break. I just always joke about that because it was amazing in the weight room. That's all kids want to do. Stand in the mirror and do curls. Calf raises. You can simply do it just standing. Coming up on your toes, okay? Work on your calf, all right? Anybody else ever have cramping issues? That's where I get my cramp.
Between biking and running.
Yeah.
Calf.
So, you know, strength. We talked about the sodium wise. You know, the other aspect of, you know, this, they don't necessarily truly, they can't, you know, put a pin on it saying this is the cause of cramping, whether it's our sodium levels or a lot of more studies that can start to say it's muscle fatigue. So, you know, we can build up our calves, and maybe that can help with it. As simple as that. You know, sometimes there's machines where you're actually on a little platform, and you know it's got the pads up on your shoulder, you push it up, but it's just that motion. You know, you can do it on something, that's a calf stretch. You know, but you can do it on something where you're standing up off the ground, and then get that stretch, and then go up. And I would suggest, you know, getting all the different sides. So, you know, maybe in your workout you're going to do 30 total, so do 10 straight up, 10 with your toes out, 10 that way. So it just kind of works another version of bicep curl, supinated bicep. Supinate, pronate, anterior kid. That is, this is the front of your shin. Okay? So really, about the only way to do it is try this couple. In a weight room aspect, you look kind of goofy, but just by doing that motion, okay? You have shin splint issues. This is the muscle on the front of your shin. Very small muscle, but this can help you strengthen. Another way, you can do it with a resistance band. If you hook a resistance band around something, it can be a little harder to do that. Or sometimes we would do it in class where I'd have them use a towel with the partner. You know, I'd be sitting on the ground. My partner would have the towel holding it, okay, and I could hold it. It's not a real big motion, but really, that's something when I was doing this more that I would do once in a while, not all the time. Especially if you're a person that does suffer from shin splints, it's something that helps strengthen that. Bicep extension, that's the back of your arm, okay? Much more important than the bicep, okay? I always say. So when you're an old man or woman and trying to get out of your wheelchair, you need your tricep, okay? So whether you want to use them athletically or not, but these are we use these a lot, right? Anytime you get up, a lot of times, okay? So whether it's you can do it simple as a kickback, or you can do it over your head, or on the cable. Okay, I mean there's a million ways to do tricep, but it's just that motion of extending the arm. Okay? So it's really trying to squeeze it. Good tricep has that V motion. It looks good. I think it's better than the bicep, I think. Lateral raises. Lat raise just working on your shoulders. Laterals is out to the side. Okay. Working some of our stuff is straight ahead. Working those other parts of the shoulder. Okay. Standing abduction and adduction, that's with your hips. Adduction means to bring in, you're adding it in. Okay. And then abduction is going away. I don't know if they have one here, but at the Y, I know at the Northwest Y, they have one. My wife uses it all the time. You like sit in it, and it's got a pad, and you either push it. It's kind of a weird machine, but that's what it is. Okay? So, really, unless it's that machine or the resistance band, about really the only two ways. So, if I had my resistance band tied around there and around my ankle, I can adduction, pull it in, or abduction, pulling it out. So it's just working on those hips.
I've seen people do it on the resistance machines where they put all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah, on the cable, some of them, I think they do here, they have an ankle strap, one that you can move the cable all the way down, and if it has an ankle loop, then you can do it that way too. Yeah, exactly. Die, don't use that machine at the Y. It looks weird. Back extension. Okay, so that again, working on our core. There are back extension machines. Actually, it's that one right there, right behind the girl in the upper there. Sorry. Okay, where that machine, you're sitting. Up against your back and you can push it back. Or if you have a partner, somebody that's willing to sit on a seat, you can do it. Whether you use a weight or not, and get yourself up. They have, like at the Y, they have a kind of the opposite of that, where the two bars are down at the bottom. It's got the handle go over, come back up. But it's just that motion. You know, don't go crazy. Some people I see grab a plate and all kinds of, you know, you're not trying to, lower back, not the strongest muscle in the world, you know. Don't hurt yourself trying to do it. Strengthen it with your body weight. Maybe a little abs. There's a million of them out there. Get away from crunches. That's what we do. Try to find. If you need, I can give you a list of 100 different things. Planks are great. You know, butterfly kicks, bicycle, laying on your back, bicycle motion, all that stuff. All kinds of great stuff. That's what I was actually, I don't remember if that was push-ups or, I was going to say a press-up is actually like an Olympic lift. It's actually like a squat, like an overhead squat, which is kind of a little more explosive. Again, that's kind of a total body like that, but I'd maybe do push-ups instead. And then ab-wise, these were some ones that I kind of, the planks, like I said, you know, working all sides, you know, working the side planks or whatever motion that you want to use. The Mason twist, that's with the medicine ball. You know, whether you're sitting, you know, you can do it without them, just twisting, or you can go advanced. You got the hardest one. You got the, you know, the medicine ball and your balance. It goes hard. Don't crack your head on that. All right, and then the bicycle, like in elementary knee, laying on your back with the bicycle. Yeah, that's 30 seconds. That's I don't know if anybody else, you know, the plank challenge, you might see that kind of real popular at the beginning of the year. I think it started with 30 seconds and went up to, you did 30 the first day, and then each day it increased.
I got like a minute.
There's all kinds of different work, whatever works for you. Anybody else got any questions, suggestions? I mean, I would. Well, that was what weight I did.
Oh, that's the weight.
Yeah, some of them. I know. Sorry, these are just my own personal. Sorry, those are just my own personal notes. Like, yeah, I'd be bored. 100 squats, I'd be bored. Yeah, I would just use 50. Because again, I use dumbbells. It was 100 pounds. I would aim for at least 10, you know, 10 to 12. You know, maybe if you can go up to 20, right? And like I said, I would go through the whole circuit once, and then, you know, whether you feel good or you want to keep building, and then the most I would do is I'd go through it twice. Yeah. And that would take a long time. The kind of general rule, well, I'm saying the general rule is, like, especially with swimming, if you're going to do more than one thing in a day, you should always swim. Because, you know, if I lift and my shoulders are sore and I go to swim, most of the time, most people it works better to lift afterwards. But again, it can vary so much. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what kind of workout. You know, if you're doing an intense run, probably should just not do it. So, I guess more than whether you do this Got it.
That's class.
Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah.
Is that in this building?
Yeah. We'll go in the classroom and then. Yeah. Anything else? Good. Well, I guess you're welcome to the weight room here if you want to work out. If not, hang out for a while. If you have any questions about anything,